7. Barrett outside, the switch. Doncic goes, oh, what a great step! And then he hammers it home! Broke his ankles!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing well, and today I'm going to be asking you guys a question. Should the New York Knicks go out there and try to acquire a Kyle Lowry in free agency? And I actually do think this could be a realistic move by the whole New York Knicks organization, if it's Scott Perry, if it's a guy, of course, of Leon Rose. And there's been some rumors, some speculation, like a couple months ago, that this is someone the New York Knicks are actually looking into. I'm not sure if he's their first option. Kyle Lowry may be their backup plan if they don't get Alonzo Ball and he ends up going to the Chicago Bulls. But Kyle Lowry is someone I wouldn't mind on the right contract. Am I giving him a max contract? No, I am not. This is actually one of the negatives. He is 35 years old, but he's no scrub. He could still definitely ball. Coming off of a season that he averaged 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, we know what he's capable on the defense side of the basketball. And when I think of a Thibs type of player, I think of Kyle Lowry. Mentally tough. Take a look at a Derrick Rose. You think of a Joakim Noah. You think of a Jimmy Butler. Tom Thibodeau loves mentally tough basketball players that they know their roles. And I definitely do think all those basketball players that I just mentioned know their roles, and they're all dogs. Yes, Kyle Lowry sometimes can chirp at the refs, but he can get frustrated, but he also knows when he has to lock in. This is someone who has won an NBA championship. You could say Kevin Durant going down with an injury, Klay Thompson going down with an injury is a huge reason the Raptors won that championship, but they were still a good squad with Kawhi Leonard, with a Marc Gasol, with a Pascal Siakam, of course, just Serge Ibaka, good pieces over there, and Kyle Lowry was definitely a key reason they went on to win a championship. So if the New York Knicks went out there and tried to acquire Kyle Lowry, it would definitely have to be on the cheaper side of things. But can Kyle Lowry stop and really look at the realistic side of things? Like, no one's giving me a max contract, or at least no smaller NBA team would give Kyle Lowry a max contract. I'm not saying he's a scrub, but he's 35 years old. By the time like a max contract's up, you'll probably be like 38, 39 years old, if you know what I'm saying, probably 38 years old. So can we get him on a 2-year contract? Can we get him on that that type of deal? And I think that is possible if he does like what the New York Knicks are building here, that we actually look like a decent run organization. We're the 4th seed. He has said like in an interview that he likes Tom Thibodeau, but is that going to be enough to really attract to Kyle Lowry? Was he just saying that to say that? But we are a 4th seed. And I'm going to say this, if we go out there and get Kyle Lowry, because I already think we're a win now mode team. When you hire Tom Thibodeau, you're building to win now, or you're trying to win now. But if we go out there and sign a Kyle Lowry, we definitely are going to need a backup plan. We definitely are still going to have to look for that longevity piece at the point guard position. As much as I love Kyle Lowry, he still kind of is a stopgap, or he still kind of is a guy that's not going to be here long term. Maybe here for a couple years. He's definitely going to impact winning on both ends of the floor with overall leadership. We need leadership. As much as I love Julius Randle, I'm not confident with him at this stage of his career, at least, really being the main leader when it comes to that starting lineup. Kyle Lowry is really good at communicating. He's really good at seeing things out there on the floor. He's a true NBA veteran, and he's no scrub. He could ball. He's proven to hit big shots. He's one of the best in the league when it comes to drawing charges. He can bulldoze his way to the basket. Don't let his height fool you at all. He can shoot it from beyond the arc. He could score. He could play defense. He could distribute the basketball. He's really not going to stunt anyone's development. And a positive here, even if he's only here for a couple years, again, we would need a backup plan. We're going to have to draft a point guard, or we're going to have confidence that we have another point guard moving forward. Kyle Lowry is going to teach an RJ Barrett. He's going to teach a Julius Randle, or he's going to give wisdom to these guys that they will never forget down the road. So it does kind of help in longevity-wise. But we've been needing a point guard for a very long time. You could say our last great point guard, or solid point guard, has been Raymond Felton. The long list of point guards, if it's Derek Harper, if it's Rod Strickland, Stephon Marbury, Walt Frazier, Frank Ntilikina, Dennis Smith Jr., Emmanuel Mudiay, just literally so many. Like, of course, I'm going to miss saying some, Mark Jackson. Like, there has been so many Knicks point guards, it is crazy, and I'm not going to say them all because it may end up being a 10-minute long video if I list off the Knicks point guards for the last 5 to 10 years. But Kyle Lowry would definitely be a huge upgrade at the point guard position, and he hasn't really shown a big time decline in his play. I still think he would be very effective. He's coachable. He could really get along with Tom Thibodeau. But yes, let me know down below like your thoughts. Would you go out there and get a Tom Thibodeau, or would you go out there and get a Kyle Lowry? And you also have to take a look at this, like, do the Toronto Raptors really want to bring him back And we knew like the Toronto Raptors were trying to move Kyle Lowry at the deadline. I think they've officially accepted that they're this rebuilding type of basketball team. So it is possible Kyle Lowry is not back in the Toronto Raptors uniform because they have realized they're not good enough to compete for an NBA championship. As much as that stings for some Raptors fans, I think they definitely should now be officially getting into rebuild mode. I definitely do think he would be a good fit, plays defense, he could hit timely shots, and I think he would really command the offense, and he would really command the personnel on this team, and really teach Julius Randle. And maybe Julius Randle can improve with his leadership for years to come. I'm not saying Julius Randle's a bad leader, I'm not saying he's a selfish player, but he still has ways to go when it comes to really just not letting things get to him or letting players get into his head, if you know what I'm saying. But yes, guys, let me know down below your thoughts, and as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, y'all.